started in January 2006. Paintball was in the UAE for a long time, but this paintball scene didn't exist. I was one of the founders of Dubai Paintball Club, so all we did was just calling people abroad, telling them there's paintball in Dubai. I'm proud of my team, proud of everybody who actually contributed to paintball. All these teams, all the people who played and then they had to leave. Just a big thanks to all of you. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't stand here.
Started off in 2005 when I started in the Armed Forces Officers Club to start off paintballing. We had 3 fields back then. We had 2 rec balls and 1 tournament field.
Stretch there, yeah.
I was, if I'm not wrong, it was Kayed Al-Qasimi, Vaughan Sears and Waj Ghanem who started Dubai Paintball Club. Later on Manuel Beck joined and then Marcel Beck, and shortly after that I joined as well. They started the whole idea of having a professional paintball league.
It's growing, as long as the community is still there. It's being pushed by the players, which is great. I think within a year we can start having regular tournaments, because I think that's the most important foundation. Once that goes on, then I would like to see international tournaments being held in the UAE. I definitely think it's possible.
The backbone to the Dubai Paintball Club was definitely the founders, Kayed, Waj and Vaughan. Eventually, Kayed and Vaughan slowly got out of paintball, and by the time they were getting out, the Dubai Paintball Club wasn't really existent anymore. I mean, it was still there, people still referred to the group of players as the DPC, but the way I saw it was that right at that point in time, it was more players and teams. There was no club as such. Once Kayed and Vaughan left, what was left of the DPC, it pretty much just went away. And there's a lot of new players out there today who honestly would not know nothing about the Dubai Paintball Club, and I guess this is what this video is at least trying to show, is to show where UAE Paintball came from.
Expect us to get in 3 for once, but playing on is 1 for 1.
Thanks for doing this today, really appreciate it.
Hope everyone enjoyed it.
Oh yes. PSP, huh? Show me. Most proud of being part of this whole professional paintball in the UAE since almost the beginning. Being proud of that I can call all these people who are part of this professional paintball, part of this community in the United Arab Emirates, to call them my friends.
When I first joined the paintball, there was about a good 15 to 20 teams, and now 3 years later there's about 5 teams left. So there's definitely been a decrease, well, a heavy decrease in teams here in the UAE.
I think professional paintball is progressing, but we've seen our share of teams disappearing. We've had our share of teams progressing to the next level. What I'd really love to see is some of these teams make it, a solid team and start competing internationally, doing all the legs, starting from leg 1 all the way till they finish off. In 2 to 5 years, we're hoping that we could have a lot more of the teams, a lot more of the fresh players coming in, starting off with rec ball and then work their way up to professional paintballing.
One of the key things that the sport really needs at the moment is someone to take control. You have 3 fields at the moment who are all working on their own different levels, who are all working to their own different goals. Whether it's the ENPL, whether it's somebody new who comes in, whether it's actually one of the paintball bodies, whether it's from Asia, whether it's from Europe, whether it's Millennium Series, who knows. One of these bodies or somebody from here needs to step in and get all 3 fields to work together. Because once these 3 fields are working together, that's when the league will be able to start again. The reason the ENPL worked in the past is the fact that there was only 1 field that the tournaments used to run at. And that's because we could control price, we could control players, and what this meant is that everything was there for the players' needs. The problem now with trying to run a tournament is getting dates for the different fields, getting them to agree the paint prices, to agree who can enter. These are all the challenges that we do face.
Let's say we went through the pits, we're starting to come back up again, and we're seeing a lot of interest in terms of in the region. There's fields coming up in Saudi. I'm dealing with a lot of prospective fields that are planning to open up in Saudi. Kuwait is up and running, Qatar is up and running, Oman is up and running. We have teams from all these different locations and localities. Jordan is up and running. Egypt, well, before whatever's happening there, they were up and running. So it's spreading. The majority of the brands that I represent here all agree that the Middle East, in terms, and North Africa, is the last territory for paintball, because paintball has spread across the whole world except this locality here, and they're paying a lot of interest to us. And I think it's up to us right now to take that opportunity to push as hard as we can, use all the contacts that we have, and try and promote the sport as much as possible.
So 2011, we are looking to bring back the fun, the enthusiasm that we had in 2008 and 2009. We trying to motivate people who probably have never heard of paintball to join us. We trying to push to bring back or revitalize teams that were vanishing the last couple of months or years. I'm talking about teams like Blood Pressure, Elements, Pink Sausage People. Those are teams that slowly started to disappear. It surprises me a little bit that we still struggle to push through to the authorities to make them aware that paintball is as much fun and can bring in as much revenue from a visitor's point of view, and also as a tourism point of view in this country. And we're still hoping that we will have entities like the Dubai Sports Council, as example, helping us, supporting us, and pushing through to grow that sport within the region, and to expand that we motivate other players from other regions to join us on our quest to make paintball, or professional paintball, one of the greatest sports in the region.
Also, there needs to be a bit of a mental change in terms of players. What we noticed in the past is that players tend to be less about the sport and more about their look, in the sense that they think they're the best, they look the best, they must have the best gear, and the trend used to be that everybody had the best markers and would sell them off at a later stage. I mean, take an example of us. We were sponsored by McDev, and that actually really isn't sponsorship. That's really just a marker with assistance. And when people start to realize that you don't need to have the best gear to play, you don't need to have the best names, the best looking jerseys. Once all of that's gone past and people actually just look at it for what it is, just a sport, it doesn't have to be competitive, that's when people will realize what the sport is for and how it can grow and how it should change to the future.
Bye, Sammy.